Hello everybody, I'm Lorii Abela, your Soulmate Expert and Asian Matchmaker. Welcome to tonight's episode of Matchmaker Secrets, where we talk about love, dating, and relationships, and of course, matchmaking. We all know that 50% of marriage ends up in divorce. And so like, voila, you'll just be surprised if you're the person who's divorced, then like, okay, reality strikes, and there are many variables to consider, like how do you date when you have children involved, like how to introduce them to your new partner, eventually how to raise your children with two different homes, and sometimes there's even a step parent or even a step sibling involved. So our guest tonight is Parinda Berchtold. She is a global wellness entrepreneur. She was born and raised in Thailand, and she currently lives in Chicago and is a mother of two lovely children. So hello, Parinda. How are you?
Hi, Lorii. Thank you for today's gonna be interesting conversation.
Yes. I know that you have been in a rough situation, like, okay, you undergone divorce, and so like, now the children's custody is involved. So going through all those experiences, what has been the hardest part of adjusting to raising your children in two different homes?
Let me start is from beginning. Beside raising two home, they are in the two different homes. So we both coming from different background, two background. So and then culture, countries, languages. On top of that, just not only just the household, and the really important how we were raised, me and my ex-husband. So he was raised by the family that always home and work in 9 to 5 or in have at home all the time. For me, my parents are entrepreneur also, so it's kind of raised us independence, like all my siblings are, and also especially me take up a lot of like characteristic from my parents. So that will be really interesting. So the challenge is more like parenting style, that how his house taking care of the kids, the children, just like how all in the set of rule. For me on my side, more like open, we explore, we learn. I make my children, it's more like open for everything. So even go out doing, try things, never allow them to like choose what they want. Yes. That's the biggest, like to raise the kids. So in terms of like two household, two different style, I'm more like telling them, okay, now you see what you want, you like, rather than try to find how to raise them. To give them two different like option. You see how your dad work at 9 to 5, and a corporate work, and mommy as a business work, in my current husband right now. So we also in the business, and then it's kind of they see two different things.
So it's a conflicting things, like too many things going on, different types of households. So did you or your ex have the same parenting philosophy post-divorce, and how did you handle your disagreements?
So about handling the philosophy, so we all both have different, totally big, I don't know, a lot of people said, how you been married for 10 years, like, been married. I said, I don't know, it's just a lesson to me. And then also it's a learning, it's like, and then with the philosophy or a disagreement, I'm rather to respect his parenting style or his philosophy, and I always ask him to do the same, as don't try to get involved in my parenting style. But it's hard, in the reality. It like you can okay, you on your side, me on my side, and when we try to be on the same page, still we come from totally different countries. So yes.
So how did the children manage that? Because like obviously they're conflicted, like oh, mommy has a different philosophy and my dad has a different philosophy.
I would say for now, since it's been like 5 years, they get used to, they understand, they adapt it. And I would say we set them up like very well because we expose them to the different cultures since they are young. So I took my children travel since they are 6 months. And then they've been to Thailand, they've been to Saudi Arabia, Turkey, so many. So may like it's more like they observe like what is the best for them, and then when they are in other households or another house, and then when they come to me, they're more relaxed and enjoy. But at the beginning it's hard during the transition, that when okay, time to go back to papa, time to come to mommy, it's like kind of, that's a more challenge for the children. But overall, when they come to each parents house, they kind of enjoy, they more like understand.
Okay, that's great. How do you help your children feel at home in both households?
So for my household, like I said, they said every time they come, they said, oh my gosh, I feel relaxed here. I feel like vacation because mommy, we do things together. We went out, they want to eat, and we like to do activity. I'm very active person, and then the kid also go swimming, go to the park, go do so many things. That's why make the kid like, and also as we are Asian, we love to cuddling, we love to sleep in the same room, and then just feel close to each other. Not like okay, you have your own room, your own space. No, they feel more comfortable. Yeah.
I know this is interesting because like obviously different occasions happen. So like how do you handle holidays, let's say birthdays or like school events? How does that work?
So recently, then since he took most of the time, with the children enroll school with him close by to where he live. So with the school, he will handle. And then with the birthday or activity, holiday, in my part, yes.
Okay.
I try to balance it. At the beginning, I said, no, that's not fair. I would love to spend time with the kid too, with the children. But look it back, and all my friends or even people who know me, they said, look, you've been doing a lot with the kid. So just relax and then, take care of yourself. Let other parent do the job, so
That's
it's
right.
kind of, I try to, as a mom, just still either they said now what they see is not the kid attached to me. I'm more attached to the kid, so yeah, I try to understand that. Yeah.
Okay. And how about, let's say they're still young now, but just in case they graduate from elementary, high school, like do you think they're still gonna go there, like wherever they are?
Love to be there to like, as a person, I love to collect the memories and also picture the great time together. So and then and put in some kind of book or something that make them remind them, oh here we have a great time together. So make it more interesting to them, because nowadays sometimes if you not show up on that important days, it's kind of later on in life they feel like, oh, it's normal, so they not try to, oh, it's just holiday. So but if you make it interesting to them, and they, oh, okay, today is birthday, tomorrow like graduation, so they excited, to looking forward for all those occasional day.
Yeah. So do they have two birthdays, one with you and one with the
Yes,
father?
definitely. I always say you are so lucky than most kids. Some of the kids don't even have parents,
That's right.
but you have both two parents, two house.
That's right.
Two mom and dad, and two mom and two dad. So
All right.
there's like they kind of get a little bit spoiled, I would say that, but at the same time have to be like respect as a come from different culture.
So I know you said that there are two moms and two dads. So do they have step siblings?
Yes, on the other house, they do have step sibling around the same age as them.
So how do they like that?
He's very private in personal life, So I don't really get involved and know that much. That sometimes the kid mention about it, but more when they start to talking about what going on, I said, okay, I bring them the conversation to just only them.
Okay.
Yeah, not like sibling. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Good.
but overall, like my little one, she's kind of like get connect easygoing with other people. She's really friendly. And then my son, he's only boy in the house. I might be like he can feel three girls and one boy. So yeah.
Okay. I don't think like your girlfriend, your girl is gonna have a problem because I met her. She is very powerful. I mean, girl, I should say.
Yeah.
How do you teach your children about love and relationships, given what they have seen?
What I learned from my parents, or even I came from the family, the house that my mom and dad always fight. So and then when I came to US, now I live in United States, in US for 20 years. I observe a lot. I take up a lot of culture here. So showing love, like like we say I love you, or eat together, and then hugging, cuddling, and then also do something like very close together. That's to show love. And then my current husband also, he's kind of also the same thing. He's very sweet. He said children learn from us. So he show like, okay, how show love to me. And then the kid, oh, it's so sweet. And then they do the same, like they feel like warm, they feel loving inside the house. And then with the relationship, same thing, show respect. We never raise the voice. If we have to argue or something, like always like not in front of the kid. Even if we have to say it loud, I try to explain to the kid, okay, this is just a conversation, it's not serious. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Because I learned from my parents, so they not talk to each other. So I want to make it different.
Okay, so I guess you're lucky to find this new husband you have, because like he likes those children.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, amazing. What advice would you give to someone who's dating as a single parent with a co-parenting situation?
First of all, when you're thinking about to date someone with children, and then not only just the co-parenting, it's a big commitment and responsibility. You have to be both man and woman when you meet, or it's not your first time to get married and first time to like dating or get meet somebody. You have to be clear what you want, what you're looking for, and then let him know. And you are not priority. My priority is my kid. So it's when you date someone with children, and then you come with the responsibility. How when you parent, sometimes you need healthy support, be supportive and love the children as much as love her, because that to show her. Because when she choose, like I choose to be with somebody, I saw, oh, this man love my kid or not. If they just love me, no, it's not for me. So I always have to be clear, like, okay, what you want, what you're looking for. If you be needy for my time, it's not gonna work out. It have to be like really understanding like the situation, because doesn't matter, kid always need mom, the most. So the new person, the stepfather or that come to the house, need to be understand. Yeah, that the most important.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Be clear. It's like communication is really important, because it's not his own kid, and he had to be ready to understand, okay, if sometime the kid got sick, okay, she have to go do like do everything, not like, oh, you don't have time for me, and you have to always go out with the kid. No, at certain age, certain time, the kid will need you.
Okay, all right. No, I think like more or less you need to find somebody who's ready to be a father.
Right.
Because
I would say this is from my husband. He said no, he not expect, or he can be a role model. He not force or expect the kid to call him dad or stepdad or anything. He just like, okay, be understand, like not a father. He said, oh, I think father figures is if in the past it's like, okay, you have to respect, but nowadays it's more like, almost the same, have understanding, communicate, and then, trust, and later on the kid will have their own life. That's what he mentioned. And for me, when I meet somebody, besides like loving my kid, and he had to be really kind, generous, and also he's have to be like, because I love helping other people. And important, the lifestyle. It's not only just religion, sorry. It's not only religions important, is the lifestyle, because we think about one in the corporate world, one in business world. It's not gonna work, because the business is always upside down and always like chaos, and then corporate always like steady, okay, you finish your job, it's done. But business, it never be done. And then sometimes your business up, you happy. Sometimes your business go down, you sad, you upset, you stress. So have to have a common thing together. Yes, important.
Okay.
Yeah.
What message would you give to parents starting this journey today?
Like I said, now it's been exposed to social media. The world much more open. And for the parents today, I would say, you have to let your children, your kid, to be kid, to be who they are, not try to fit in your use your how you grow up and then raise them. Because now they in the technology world. And one time I speak to my friends about, okay, what about like screen time, TV time, or internet. For me, like my children, I never limit. I never stop them to watch TV. I always open. But when you give available to them, you not strict it. They're more like, it's okay. I can watch anytime. They like more open, more not attached to it. But when you like limit, it make them more curious. Oh, why I have to be limit? Why it's not open? Just like adults, when something too available, you don't even give much attention. But something that really limit, you kind of like, oh, I need it, I want it. That my philosophy to tell, like, let them be the kid, let them enjoy life. They expose to the world. The more they expose, they learn. Kids nowadays are smart. That's what I want to tell the parents. Yeah.
That's right. When you were, a child, like, if you go play outside, like, your parents probably will say like, oh, it's time for dinner. You should go back home now. But, you can be free out there, like playing. Nobody's guarding you while you're playing outside.
Sure, definitely, yeah. It's that, when I learned from my background from Thailand, and then where I come from, we in the school, like, more like, okay, you have to follow the rule, listen to the teacher, and all everything like follow. But when people grow up, because of you try, as you younger, you as young, you try, everyone try you to fit in there, the more. And when you get exposed to bigger world, you cannot control yourself. But opposite to America, here what I learned, the culture, the people here, they teach kids to be independent. Like, okay, you have your choice to do, but when you grow up, you discipline yourself. I said, how does work? It's like that. Very interesting to me. Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's
Sounds good to me.
the theory, the way how I raise my children. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe you can give some tips to those singles who are wondering, like, how can they find somebody who's like, your husband, who's able to, like, be able to manage between, like, being in love with you and being in love with your children.
So to find someone, I would say, how we meet through the business networking. We didn't just like looking for, it's like, we didn't plan, we didn't like just I would say God's plan. We believe in God, so it's God plan. And then So we just like to get to know each other, and then even what he does, it never in my dictionary. Like I said, after I've been married for 10 years, like been married for 10 years, and I said it doesn't fit me anymore to be like, okay, stay home, like you have husband every day, have family. And then I was like, who gonna fit me? And suddenly, and his lifestyle, he in trucking, in the logistic business. So okay, he have his own things, I have my own things, and it's kind of, it fit perfectly. So it's more like you have to be clear, not try to impress because you want to be with that person. You said, okay, this is what I want, what I'm looking for, not try to impress the person, or it doesn't matter man or woman, and say, oh, it's gonna work later. It never work out. So have to be clear in the beginning, like I said, okay, what you're looking for, what you really want, and then it will come. And then you go out, meet people, be curious, just like your previous the other show I listen. Be curious, be want to know the person, and then when you get to know, don't rush to get into the relationship, because if you rush, you not take time to learn, because it's gonna end up break up or get divorced again. It's all about learning and have fun. And yes, because how we today actually is our anniversary, 1 year.
Oh, wow.
And how we keep up, we always like find the time, go hiking. I'm an active person. At the same, he loved to go out hiking, eating out, and do a lot of activity together. Like keep spy up. It's like it different from my previous. So that we not find time, and it different times. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So there you have it, like ladies, you have to pay attention, like, focus on what's interesting for you, because that's what happened to her. Like, what's interesting for her is networking, and so that's how she found, the love of her life. And so, yeah, just go and do whatever you like to do, because, like, obviously you'll be attracting somebody who's going to be having the same kind of interest. It's
Right.
can be much more easier for the benefit of those people who are watching. If you are single and wondering how to navigate love, or if you have been successful in love and you've been married probably for many, many years, we would like to have you here. And especially if you're an expert in love, dating, and relationship, we want to have you over here. So give us a holler, and thank you again for being over here,
thank you,
Parinda, to
thank
share
you.
your thoughts. And we'll see you soon. Take care.
Thank you.